Morning guys, welcome back to New Zealand. Now the plan was this morning, I set my alarm nice and sensibly this morning, 6 AM. Sunrise is around about 7:25, so it gives me an hour and a half to get myself out of bed, get myself to where I want to be, get set up and get ready for the day. Unfortunately, the plan I had for today, the idea I had, the location I wanted to go to, it's not going to work. We've got a massive cloud on the horizon which is going to totally scupper any chance of a sunrise. And the shot I wanted, or the shot I was hoping for this morning, needed a good sunrise, and it's not going to happen this morning. So I've sort of adapted the plan again, adapt or die, and I've come down to Whanganui Beach, which is a place I've been to numerous times before. Love it down here. Now the thing is, this is a black sand beach, or a black shingle beach, but we had a big ass storm a couple of days ago. Must have had some big tides. I was working so I never actually saw it, but we must have had some big tides and it's washed away a lot of the black shingle. So we've got a nice sort of strip of good sand and black shingle mixed in together. So I'm thinking, in the absence of any decent light, might make a couple of nice shots. I'm up, we might as well make it crack. Alright guys, catch up with you soon. I'm just sheltering in here because the bloody southerly blowing as well, and it's bloody noisy and it's cold out there as well. It's getting down to 7 degrees, single figures. What's that about? I know, we're nearly in winter. God help us. So guys, I'm going to it's a bit of a developing situation this morning. Not going to get much light, obviously. Might get a chance of a bit of a spark, but not a great deal. So I'm just going to develop it a little bit. Like I said, we've got this white sandy beach now, this golden beach at Whanganui, which is unusual. It's normally black sand. So the wonders, eh? What can you do? So I'm going to kind of develop this and try and get some nice sort of sandy shots showing this beach as it is today, because no doubt the next storm will bring the shingle back in and we'll lose this beautiful golden beach again. So the rock in the foreground here, it's not the biggest rock in the world. There's a damn sight bigger rocks on the beach here, but this one's quite near the water's edge, and as the surf comes in, it's making quite a nice reflection with that just a little bit of light that we've got in the sky. We're probably going to get maybe a 10-minute window. There's a gap between two huge banks of cloud, and as soon as the sun gets above that, we're going to get some light. It ain't going to last long, so whatever we get, we're going to work really fast. In the meantime, I'm just going to get this shot down here. I'm thinking maybe a long exposure, maybe 30, 40, 50 seconds, something like that. I think it'll make a nice shot. Quite simple. The shot, not me. Both. I think it's fair to say I'm having a bit of a struggle this morning. The old gimbal, I was doing a bit of filming down there, and the old gimbal sort of took a bit of nosedive into the water. A bit of a wave came in and took it away effectively. The phone's okay, the gimbal not so much. Just turn it on, it's just gone apeshit. It's just spinning around like a frigging lunatic, and now it won't spin around at all. It won't do a thing now, so I'm not entirely sure if it's going to survive or not. Bloody thing. Anyway, as an upshot, the sunlight's just starting to hit me, so I've got about 5 minutes when I'm going to get a shot, because I'm not leaving here without a bloody shot. So just having a bit of a walk along the beach, come across this clump of dead stuff. Don't know what it is, some sort of plant, maybe toy. I have no idea what it is. But anyway, whatever it is, it's pretty much dead at the minute. But it's back in. It looks quite harsh and quite windswept. And that's how this beach is this morning. It's quite harsh and I'm feeling quite windswept actually. I'm thinking it's making a nice photograph actually. Quite simple. I'm just trying to time it so we've got a, instead of just being sand in the background, I'm trying to time it so we get a little bit of a wave that comes in, and they're not getting too close to the clump of dead stuff, but they're getting close enough just to put a bit of interest in the top of the frame. 28-second long exposure. I've got a 10-stop filter on there, f11, ISO 100, and I think it's going to make a nice shot. So I'm back in my sandstone cave, just sheltering from the wind a bit. It's a hell of a southerly blowing down the beach there. It's quite draining actually. Whether or not today's been a bit of a success, only time will tell. Conditions today, it's been chaotic. Put it that way. It's been really chaotic. Everything I've done has seemed to be rushed, seemed to be forced. It didn't flow. I think that's down to the weather because it's cold, and to be honest with you, it's a long time since I've been cold. We go long periods of time between cold weather, and when it does kick in, you can feel it. It's not raw, it's only sort of 8-9 degrees, maybe 10 degrees, but for me, down here, that's cold. The wind was blowing a gale, straight in my face. Everything I seemed to want to do, it was just difficult. I got my feet wet early doors, which didn't help. Out of everything, I always try and take a bit of a learning curve from every shoot. And I think today's too big. Let me just adjust that frigging thing. I think today's big two learning curves. One, I need to wear a pair of gum boots, or Wellington boots as they call them over in the Northern Hemisphere. Gum boots just on the beach here, save my feet getting too wet, save all the sand getting into my boots, and now I've got to, God knows how I'm going to dry my boots because it's cold. You know, it's miserable. How the friggin' hell am I going to dry my boots? I'm going to stick them in front of the heat pump or in front of the fire and try and get my boots dry. So gum boots needed this time of year. More important learning curve is that the gimbal absolutely positively does not like salt water. Don't know why, but it just I think it's given up the ghost. So more money down the drain. Who needs a gimbal when you've got a hand that you can hold against a sandstone rock face to hold the phone steady? Anyway, listen guys, I know it's been chaotic, I know it's been a bit of a mess. I've got all sorts of bits of footage. I tried to fly the drone, but anything above bloody 2, 3, 4 meters and the drone was getting buffeted about by the wind all over the show. So I don't even know if any of that footage is usable. Time will tell. I'm hoping so. We did get a bit of a break in the cloud, a bit of light, nothing to write home about. So hopefully I'm going to be able to cobble together a bit of a vlog out of this, and hopefully there's a few photographs out of there. I'm sure I've got a couple of nice photographs. Whether or not the keepers is another thing, but I think there's some nice shots there. And at the end of the day, I hope you've enjoyed this. I normally say that I've enjoyed my shoots. I've not really enjoyed this one. It's been hard work, this one. Again, down to the weather. Don't like the cold. Hopefully it makes a decent vlog. And if you like it, give me a like. Well, yeah. If you think this is okay, give me a like and give me a subscribe. I'm fast approaching 85 subscribers now. So as soon as I hit my first 100, I'm a YouTuber. I've made it. Alright guys, from Whanganaki Beach on the east coast of New Zealand, ka kite anō.